A lot of people have been asking me, what's changed in the studio? Why is my lighting so much better? It's because I actually invested in a very professional light. It's the Neewer SL60. Not to be confused, but to be confused with the Godox SL60, and we'll discuss that in a little bit. But it's also known as the Aperture 120D killer. And of course it is not as good quality, but as you can tell, it makes a world of difference with the studio lighting, and I'm here to tell you all about it. Neewer makes one, so does Godox. I actually ordered a Godox SL60 and wound up sending it back to get the Neewer SL60, and they were identical. But one was broken, one wasn't. But it has a lot to do with quality control, and that's why I am going to stick with Neewer from here out. So since I started this channel about 17 months ago, I have played with so many different types of lighting and audio. Now, of course, this isn't about audio. I think I've pretty much standardized what I'm going to be using for my audio from here out. But I've gone through different forms of ring lights. I've had the 18-inch ring light. I've had 6-inch ring lights. I've had regular studio softbox lights that were not very adjustable, and the quality of them were just chintzy at best. Probably paid like $35 for the set. And now for around $125, I've got a quality softbox that's not only adjustable, but I've got remote control to it, and it does a fantastic job. It's adjustable as far as the lighting, as far as how dark it goes. So I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. And this is really gonna ruin my color grading. But you don't even need to turn it up as high as it needs to go. I think I'm sitting at 50%. Wow, and now I am at, that is really bright. That's 100% right there. So I'm gonna get back down to around 60%. That's pretty much all I'll need. And all right, we'll go 55%. So you don't need a whole lot of lighting, you just need it evenly balanced, and you need to fill in some of the shadows if you don't want them to be distracting. Now, there's methods of alleviating shadows, and you can use reflectors, you can use mirrors, there's a myriad of sources and things that you can do. You can actually put, like if you have a computer monitor and you put like just a blank screen on it and point it towards you. It might just be enough to fill in that distracting shadow. One question that I have had is, why is there a Godox SL60W and a Neewer SL60W? Now, I can't imagine that they would actually come out of the same place, but they are the same exact product. So when I got my Godox, the power port on the back was broken and pushed inside, and the package wasn't damaged at all. So it was intentionally packaged broken. Now that's a quality control thing, and yes, one person can ruin someone's entire impression of a company, but in this situation, I had always gone with Neewer, and the Neewer one cost probably about $15 to $20 more, but I'd rather pay for the quality control, which now that I got my Neewer, I plugged it in, everything worked as expected, and I didn't have to try to fix anything to make it work. So the light itself has a cooling mechanism around it, and it's got fans. They're not loud at all. Matter of fact, it's running now and I can't even hardly hear it over my computer that's running. If you can hear that, then good on you. But the Bowen mount on it, you can interchange different styles and types of adapters for it. For instance, I've got a 36-inch softbox by Neewer, and I also have a 24-inch, much smaller Neewer softbox, and I'll change those out per the situation. And it's also got a spotlight adapter, and it's also got a fence with some cage with some screens on it that you can change the colors so you can accent different parts of your room. The remote control is very, very easy to use. All you have to do is match up the channel on the light and the channel on the remote, and you have full control over the Kelvin and the brightness. So as you've already seen, gives you quite the spectrum of light. Now as for the soft boxes, the two that I have are not very portable at all. Now you can get some soft boxes that collapse and fold and put in a bag and you're on your way. But the purpose of my soft boxes were, this is going to be my main setting for not only my intros and my outros, but a lot of my product reviews. Now my soft boxes are rather large. I've got one hanging on the wall, and then I also keep one mounted to the SL60, and it's bulky. It gets in the way, and I'm constantly having to move it around. Luckily, I have a large enough studio to where, I can go around it, but it is bulky, but I don't plan on moving it anywhere. Another purpose of having a softbox talking about product reviews is I can put it on a boom arm and drop it over the product and not have to worry about casting a shadow around the product, and it just gives it that much more professional feel. Now, a lot of people will play with the colors of the Kelvins. I don't necessarily need that. I just want a white color so I can color grade that in post, and I use Adobe Premiere. And when you have just a flat white color, then it's much easier than trying to manipulate any other Kelvin, in my opinion. So I think now that my studio is complete, I've got the lighting, I've got the audio, I've got my scene set up, all the stuff that YouTubers try to establish over time. Sometimes it takes longer, probably took me longer. I've been a work in progress since we started this channel, and I couldn't be happier now with the outcome of all of the research, and I just wanted to share this with you today. And if you need a softbox light and you're looking for something inexpensive, $125 is a very reasonable price to light up your studio, light up your scene, do product reviews, photography lighting, and just manipulate the lighting around to your liking. So if you like this, please hit that subscribe button, like button, notification bell, all that, and I will see you all next week. Have a good day.